Another very early morning, Princess, from Disney's Hollywood Studios. I am here for the biggest opening at Studios since maybe Tower of Terror, or maybe Toy Story Land, I don't know. But what would get me to the park at 5 a.m.? Well, today is the opening day of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. So I am headed that way. We'll see how it goes. Probably an hour wait. I don't know. It's going to be an hour wait anyway, so here, there. All right. I'll let you know how it goes. But it's going to be fun. Of course, on telemetry, it's exactly 7 o'clock, and the line is already forming. Well, that's fine. I was going to do this anyway. Although at 8 o'clock, they are going to start distributing boarding passes for Rise of the Resistance, so I'm going to get one of those too. And then I have a fast pass for Smuggler's Run. So hopefully another trifecta. They are already set up for the crowds. There were signs since the beginning of Hollywood Boulevard directing everybody where to go. Looks like we have some switchbacks over there, and then crossing in front to the main queue. Oh boy, we'll see. Okay, now it's a group. Oh boy.
Good morning, folks. We're going to work ourselves a little bit tighter than right, please.
Good news. They are cycling the ride, starting, I guess, at 7. So with no fast passes until 8, that means they're going to be able to run at basically full capacity for regular guests. So I don't know. There's a chance we'll be done with this by the time it's time to get our boarding pass. I'm going to jinx it by saying this line is moving very, very, very quickly, surprisingly quickly. But they are loading people into these buildings, and it doesn't look like slowing down. It is now 7:13, so 13 minutes, and in the regular queue, notice the brand new golden stanchions. This could mean 20 minutes more? I don't know, I'm terrible at estimating these things, but the line is still moving pretty fast because they're not running fast passes. But barely 5 minutes later, we are right here under the marquee. They're already posting a 180-minute wait time, which hopefully won't apply, but actually that would be fine because then I'll be out of here, but I'll still get a boarding pass. I don't know. We'll see. Not even 10 minutes later and already under the marquee. So at this rate, maybe 20 more minutes. We'll see. Will I get a boarding pass? Will I be in there when boarding passes are distributed? That's the question right now. This is exciting. Should do this more often. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Okay, Princess, it's happening. But it's not going to be 180 minutes. That's for sure. Made it into the inner queue. For all us old-timers, this looks very, very familiar. This is pretty much unchanged from the former attraction here, which was the Great Movie Ride. 7:30, and in the pre-show room, making awesome time. Actually, haven't stopped walking. I don't remember this specifically, although it does look very familiar. It's weird. Everything is familiar but different. I'm going to say goodbye for now. Enjoy the attraction. All right, I sort of lied, but I just want to let you know, 45 minutes from queue to the boarding line. So that means, all right, it's happening. Now that I can finally relax. Again, good morning, Princess, from Disney's Hollywood Studios, where I just got off the premiere of Perfect Picnic, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Amazing attraction. Oh my God. Fortunately, there's no height requirement, so next time we're all here, we're all going to ride together. Loved it. Totally worth getting up for, believe me. And it was actually a good thing that I did. I only waited about 50 minutes from the end of the queue, which when I joined was over there, to boarding. So that was pretty awesome. Got off just in time to get a boarding pass for Rise of the Rebellion. So I have that probably around 2 o'clock. I'm number 73. And that means I have plenty of time for my Tower of Terror Fast Pass and later my Millennium Falcon Pass at 6:30, I think it is. Well, I have a whole day here in the park. Probably going to go back to the hotel for lunch. And just enjoy the rest of what's around here. Oh, there is also the premiere of the new Disney shorts, not Disney shorts, the new Mickey Mouse shorts over in what used to be the Hyperion Theater. Definitely going to check that out. So, wow, that was awesome. I would love to do it again, but I think this line now is probably close to 3 hours, and I would actually rather just get up early and get here for Rope Drop. So our Hollywood Studios day is off to an amazing Runaway start. Well, it's just after 8, and they are already posting a 300-minute wait time for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. 5 hours, oh boy. That is why you get up early and rope drop, because better to wait 45 minutes out there and then 45 minutes here than 5 hours in this line. But let me tell you, for a lot of people, it is worth it. This is opening day, and to be here on opening day is something that only happens once. Well, then once again at Disneyland. Now, at some point, this is going to be an interesting comparison when they finally stop the boarding passes over at Rise of the Rebellion. What are the wait times for that going to be? Now, it is opening day, but it is not uncommon to see 200-plus minute wait times at Flight of Passage still. This is going to get a little bit interesting. I said a long time ago that this would probably become the most popular attraction in the park, and well, I still think so. I'm going to go over to the I keep saying Hyperion Theater, although I don't remember if that's what it's called here. You'll find out in a minute, to see if they are opening up the shorts. All right, just to clarify the situation, this here is merely the Mickey Shorts Theater. It is not the Hyperion. It was never the Hyperion. The Hyperion is, in fact, where the Frozen sing-along occurs, just as the Hyperion Theater is where the Frozen musical performs at Disney's California Adventure. All right. So this next show starts in 8 minutes, so I'm going to go and check out some of the items in the exit queue. Great recommendation by the cast member, and then come and see the Mickey Mouse shorts. Here we are, Princess, in the exit vestibule? Huh, what would you call this? For the Mickey Shorts Theater, featuring the now world-famous Potato Land. And there is the Spud himself, and a photo op at Yodelberg. Okay, that is so cool. And Mickey and Minnie in China, I imagine. Now, the new animation style is somewhat controversial. Never really understood why. I love it. I actually saw my first new Mickey Mouse short in this style on a flight coming back. No, must have been a flight to South Korea a couple years ago. They have them on American Airlines. Now, for whatever reason, they only ever have 2 or 3 on a flight, which was great because every time I would fly, I would get to see a few more. I am really happy that this is now appearing in the parks. This is just the execute for the theater. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Ugh. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Not going to edit that out because it is hard to say. Yeah, that's still amazing. New Mickey shorts were super cute. Now, this theater just was renovated, and check out this detail on all of the seat backs. Absolutely adorable.
The object I am looking for is a tube of lip balm with an SPF in it. Oh. We want to make sure your kissably soft lips are practicing safe. Oh my gosh, turn around. Look at
Alrighty, Princess. It has gotten super bright. I think I'm going to go and get some sunglasses, even though Donald's not really known for the beach wear. I did something that I haven't ever done before. Since it is opening day, I decided to load up on all the merch. Got some t-shirts and a magic band and the pins, all for opening day, celebrating Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. But now I have to head out to Omni, drop off all my loot, and put some sunscreen on, and back in the park. Yeah, one of the benefits of getting here so early is you get like third row, but I'm still almost at the end. Quite a walk, but no tram ride. Fear not, we will be taking our ride on the Skyliner later, but one thing I have noticed last trip and this trip is there are definitely more unwrapped gondolas on the line than previously. Before, it was maybe every 5th or 6th. Now, it looks like most of them are unwrapped. Leaving Galaxy's Edge, I'm headed slowly to my Fast Pass for Tower of Terror, but you know what, I am warming up to Galaxy's Edge because I have decided to kind of forget about all this sequel trilogy nonsense. I mean, just treat it like kind of an in-universe fantasy or something like that. Like, it's just, you know, baby Kylo and whatever, playing make-believe with his daddy's toys and things like that. Because the land itself is actually quite spectacular. I was just noticing it does have some of the best horse perspective that I've seen at any of the Disney parks. If you take the time to just sort of stop and look around, quite beautiful, quite beautiful. And it's just more enjoyable that way. Remember, Princess, when you're at the parks, hydration is very, very important, so always be sure to get some water when you can, such as now on my walk to Sunset Boulevard and Tower of Terror. It is time for my Tower of Terror Fast Pass, and after this, I actually have the Under the Sea with Ariel show, which I think I've only seen once, and must be 10 years ago. It's not that it was the only thing available, it's mostly that I can't really remember how it goes. I kind of remember the visuals, but I figured why not try something we haven't done in a while. Oh! Not yet? Oh, okay. Brilliant. Thank you. Close enough. Always a fun time on Tower of Terror, but now I have somewhat of a dilemma. Seems Rise is trucking along today and eating people up at quite a brisk pace. I am 9 boarding groups away from my time, and it's only 11:30. But I was going to go back to the hotel and have a lunch for reasons. So I think I will alter that plan a little bit and stay here, do Rise, and then go have lunch, then come back for my Millennium Falcon Fast Pass. I might have to skip the Little Mermaid show. I'll get over that. So in the meantime, I'm going to start heading over to Galaxy's Edge and keep checking. At this rate, yeah, I'll probably be off Rise of the Rebellion at 12:30, which is actually perfect time for lunch. So let's go and hit that second track. That's the deal. Second track today. All right. Let me clarify one thing. It's not the second track, it's the other track. For the 3 people who might be interested, it is a busy day when Pizza Rizzo is open. But the shop seems to have been taken over by the Ink and Paint collection. Let's go check it out. All right, is it the Disney Muppets or Disney the Muppets? Either way, I don't think they really thought that through. I think she used to be facing slightly more to the right. It's just afternoon and I've been called, so they are moving pretty fast today. So this is gonna work out perfect. After Rise, it's off to lunch. You see, it's curved. That was my second go around on Rise of the Rebellion, but I did not get on the other loop. I was on the same elevator as I was last time, which is a bit disappointing, but it's fine. This is the Trandosian Ale. Don't know why I'm turning it, since it looks the same. One of the craft beers here at Toronto Roasters. It is pretty pricey, 16 ounces, $13. Much better deal over at Baseline Tap House, but have to give them a try. At least there is another one, which I will probably try some other day. But this is what we have, so let's give it a whirl. All right, it's very good. The Trandosian Ale, very juicy, and 100% true. Not a hoax at all. Well, this is great to see. It looks like someone has snuck in what is clearly, obviously, no doubt meant to be some wonderful Tatooine merchandise. Yeah, don't try to tell me that's Black Spire or anything. We know what's up. Awesome. All right, sister. Sorry, it is settled. Chewbacca likes the beard, so we're keeping it. All right. Just beyond this perimeter is the entrance to the show building for Rise of the Resistance. And I pointed out earlier that when you step over the threshold, there is a curved gap, which explains how that effect actually works. Because I've heard a number of people wonder how the transport system works. You enter through the same door as you leave. Yeah, it's a turntable. As obvious as that is, it's a turntable. Okay, good to know. Or if we're going to be generous, we'll call it inspired by the Carousel of Progress. It is decided we are going to stick with the plan and head back to the resort for lunch. One option is to head over to Epcot because I have to just realize bubbles. Oh my god. Ah! Good thing I'm wearing my Donald outfit. Magnus, gotta get my pass holder magnet. So, sounds like a plan. After a soon-to-be refreshing nap, heading back to studios for my fast pass for Millennium Falcon. Then, gotta go to Epcot to get my pass holder magnet. It's just about 4 o'clock, so got plenty of time to mill about before that and look at some of the new merch, which I probably am gonna get. Never realized how nice it was. This could become a problem. Now I just need to find the bus to studios because I don't see a sign anywhere. So yeah, the queue is showing 30 minutes and it's an hour before my fast pass. I keep reading the time wrong, so I'm going to see the whole queue. Get it done quicker, and that means I can get over to Epcot quicker. This is moving way faster than expected. No time for pictures. Yeah, 6 months after the fact, I finally ride Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. It's a great ride, but the other 4 positions, not pilot, kind of don't have much to do. The whole button pushing thing is, I don't know, it's not very satisfying, especially for the gunners. Why don't they have like a joystick or some other aiming control? I think that would add a lot to the experience. The other guys too, so an easy improvement, a very, very easy improvement actually, which maybe we can look forward to after the next refurb when they add Jabba. Oh boy, Princess, it has been a super fun day here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. After being here super early to ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, then getting that boarding pass for Rise of the Rebellion, although I did miss the other track, unfortunately, so got to do that again. And then Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, which was super fun, but you got to get pilot, so when we all bring Daddy, we'll all go together so that he gets the front seat. Anyway, it is now time for, well, the, I guess, 4th highlight of the day. my flight on the Disney Skyliner over to Epcot to pick up my pass holder magnet for the Flower and Garden Festival, which is starting today. And then probably off to bed because I was up really early and I'm really tired. But we'll see. Who knows? I might stay for the show. Definitely going to stay for Spaceship Earth if it comes back online. And of course, the only way to end a day like today and a day the rest today is to ride the Grand Fiesta Tour with the Caballeros. So, let's go.
Caballeros, pretty caballeros, they sing like birds of a feather.
Alright, here I am at Mouse Gear to get my pass holder magnet, and kind of feel bad admitting this. I did not realize it's Donald. So everything worked out even more perfect than I could have planned, which is actually pretty tough. But that is the end of the day. I am very tired, so it's time to head to the front of the park and catch a bus. So, leaving Epcot, it was a long walk to a bus stop and then a long bus ride back to All-Star Sports because the Disney Skyliner does not connect the All-Star Resorts yet. But that is why I am thankful for my problems.